right now I'm trying to get the front end situated how I want it. Cab is anchored how it goes. Put this piece of angle in to anchor the top of the fender too. And we're welding pretty good. The doors, they work. I mean, nothing moves there. Got it where I like the fender in the wheel well, all that kind of stuff. So I need to work on mounting the front radiator support. I took the old one off, took it apart. We tried to cut this one to get it to, I was trying to go around the Cameo steering box, that first frame that I had tried out. Nah, it did not work out. So I got another radiator support. And I'd kind of like to get this mounted up here somewhat. See how we get going on. Right now, I got a 3-inch block underneath it. And there happens to be a hole. I'm just going to make a mount that bolts here, and then I can bolt here. Still make everything somewhat adjustable, but nice and secure. I don't know what I'm going to use to mount it yet, so that could take me a little while to figure out. As you can see, this is pretty much level with that. No, it's not. Something to, man, I need something to hold it. So, we'll look around for some metal, see what I can find. I don't know, you guys don't need to wait and watch that. That's a bumper mount right there, vatos. And I mean, that bad boy is solid. All right. Yeah, stop. Let's get that done. And show you guys just how much I don't know how to weld. Usually call my wife for this part. She's way better at this. Well, the front end is all back off and in pieces everywhere. So, what I've done so far, I got the radiator support mounted in here with the bumper brackets. I need to drill some holes so that I can get the brackets bolted to this instead of that C-clamp. And the radiator doesn't drop down enough to bolt in because the center of The mount that I welded in here hits. So I'm not sure if I'm just going to cut this part of it out and leave the face, or if I'm just going to cut it straight on both sides. Give me plenty of room to work with. The easiest thing to do, most likely. Now, over here, what started is I'm just going to kind of make it fit. As you see, it is welded in pretty good now. Got ahead of myself, and I need to make some panels that go in here. So I got part of the gold cab outside. I just cut a chunk out of the roof. I'm going to make some pieces for both sides. The other side, I'm going to make that piece before we bolt this in, or before we weld that in. Get this going on. As of right now, I think my plan is, I got that marked out. I'm going to cut that flat, so this will go in there. It's going to go in this way. Yeah, this way. So this is going to sit flush with this here. So it'll give me a spot to anchor the bottom of the hood hinge. I got some cut. I don't know. I got to figure out exactly how I want to put this together here. But I think this is going to be the best way to do this. All the way across. Anchor both sides together. Give me a solid point for the hood. And then I can just make a piece that goes across here. Anchors real good to the front of that. May take away a little bit of the ability to put the battery up here. So we'll see how it goes. Here's a little before shot. So I took some pieces off the old roof, and then I'm just going to use them. This one will go from the inside, so I can kind of tack it, get it flush, because the piece I have made fits over the top of everything already. And then for down here, I'm going to make some that kind of run up to where this one ends. Get that all fit together. Do that for these two lower holes, and then all this is sealed in pretty good. I'll have a little spot up here, and then this. But I think the rest of it will be pretty straightforward, flat pieces, I think. We'll see how that works. I always think something might be easier than it is. Then I'll kind of move on to the lower part. We'll see. I got some ideas. I don't know yet. Then on this side, kind of midway, a whole lot of coulda, shoulda, wouldas being going on right now. Probably should have waited to put this on till these two pieces were in, but I did get it welded good before I stuck it on there. We'll see how it looks afterwards. I'm going to try to get both fronts boxed in. Little piece right here. Well, I just finished watching Puddin's new video on his body swap, and it's time to get this done. I'm an expert now. Let's go. I kind of debated exactly what I was going to do here. Thought about making a couple individual pieces and stuff. And went inside and decided just gonna make one piece, goes in there, covers both of them holes. Just need to get that welded in. This little piece of the roof. Reuse everything I can, I guess. Save you some of the boring part of me running back and forth with this piece a whole bunch of times. What I did was I left this in the factory spot, so I had some kind of reference to go with. Mount this. Now this is going to have to be modified down here. Something's going to happen on both sides, but then I can get the hood mounted on. Kind of really start looking like a truck, man. So I'm going to take this back out, grind it smooth a little bit more, drill these holes, make sure they're exactly where these ones are, measure 300 times. Hopefully don't mess up again. We'll see. I don't know. I think this will work out. And then putting the piece in there really be pretty easy, but I think, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of that space. That's all right. I'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. Getting a little more done on Guido. Not everything is working out how I want. Might as well start out up here. So, bumper brackets are welded in, just some angle into these actually. Couple nice welds. That turned out okay. Okay, they're good, they're good. That's good. But I can't get the bumper to sit where it needs to because the top of it needs to kind of come up. So I'm gonna have to cut the top part of this bracket out. I just kind of made it too long, I guess. It's one issue I'm having. And I did a test fit with the radiator. And as you can tell, it's not dropping down where it needs to go. That's the bolt that, oh, no, that's the bolt that one needs to go in. So I think I Had the idea that I was just going to cut out the center here, just kind of at the top part of it, but then that's going to block this right here. So I'm just going to kind of flat on both sides, get all that done. Probably some of whatever I cut out, I'll brace all this up, get all this welded together, and make that look a little better. And up here, this worked out pretty nice. Put that bolt in there, and on there, it's flat side to side, got all the way across, but hood's hinge won't go down all the way. It's hitting that. Not sure. I don't know. Not sure what I'm gonna do. I don't think cutting this off is gonna allow me enough room, and then that would get rid of the spring mount. I don't know. Thinking about cutting right next to this all the way down. I don't know how far I'll come down, but enough to make this clear in there. But I don't want to cut all of this out. Now, I could trim this back. It's just a lot of metal work. I don't know if I want to do all that, or if I just want to cut a little spot out for the spring and the hood hinge and everything to go into, and then brace that back up. Not really sure how I want to do all this yet. I was thinking about just one flat piece here all the way down. Then what to do here is I want ECM and fuse box up there. At least I thought I did. Now I'm questioning whether or not I want to. With that bracket in there, it doesn't really fit exactly like it used to, but yeah. And this is pretty close to that spring. I don't know. I think today I'm going to work on getting this front end stuff fit how I want. I need to figure out how to mount the fender, because it used to have a solid point, so I think I'm just going to drill a hole all the way through and then put a nut on top, run my bolt through it, and then weld the nut to this. Gives me adjustability. As you can see, spent a bunch of time cutting this to get it all fit back in. I don't know if I'm really happy with it, but I don't really do metal work anyways, like sheet metal work, so I guess I'm getting a little better at it. I'll keep welding on this, and maybe the other side will look better, I don't know. All this will be covered up, so what better spot to do some learning. I'll get this covered up, matched up the way that I did the other side. Did the same thing as that side, but I put an extra piece of metal on it so that I had something to weld to here. Obviously, I've blown through a bunch of times. So I'm going to try to get all these tacked into place. I guess welded into place. Make a piece for that. Finish all this up. Still have to figure this spot out. And then go inside and start blocking everything in. I don't know. I like some of the stuff, but I don't like some of the stuff. Whole lot of probably shouldn't have done that's going on today. I guess I better just get to work, or I'll keep thinking about coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Well, we've got an arsenal of grinders and the welder. Some measuring devices. I'm gonna do this done. Pull all this out. Get to work on this. Got my great grandpa's square. This should make sure it gets done right. Won't have to do it 2 or 3 times that way. Tape measure and let's go.
Thank you.